Once a year in late fall, hundreds of children descend upon the small town of Emelina in rural Knott County, Kentucky. These children are part of Boy Scout troops from all over the Commonwealth, hoping to learn about and enjoy nature. However, these children have a unique campsite. Thanks to Kentucky River Properties, the campers actually stay on a reclaimed coal mine.
About 3 years ago, Dave approached me to see if it was possible to possibly do a Boy Scout event on some property up here, reclaimed property, and some of the Boy Scout leaders came down. We drove around and came up here and they said, God, this would be a great place to do Camporee, and it's kind of grown from there.
Back in 2010, the Kentucky Coal Association Camporee, as it's called, began with the help from Friends of Coal. Initially, the annual event only expected around 100 campers, but 200 attended in its first year. Now the event hosts nearly 500 campers from over 55 Kentucky counties and 2 states.
It certainly has grown the past 3 years. We've been absolutely thrilled with our partnership with Friends of Coal, and just the excitement level of our scouts and our leaders and the units in general.
We hoped a couple years ago starting this was just going to be like a day-long tour of the property, bring some kids out and just kind of show them the positives of coal mines, surface mining, and reclamation. It turned into all of this, and so we've been very surprised, pleasantly surprised at the turnout.
The Scouts get to learn a lot during this 2-day event. Campers learn how to make campfires with coal. They participate in archery classes, learn how to use long rifles, shotguns, and even antique black powder rifles. They can participate in endurance races and nature hikes, taking advantage of the beautiful landscapes provided at the reclaimed mine. What's most important about the weekend is that the Scouts get to learn about the importance of coal in Kentucky. Campers participate in classes about coal, how it's mined, and where mining occurs in Kentucky. They even learn about careers in the coal industry and what those jobs entail. The weekend is truly an opportunity for these kids to learn firsthand about Kentucky's coal industry.
Coal was the essence of just my upbringing. So it is what brought opportunity to me. It's what put food on our table. It's what got me, it's what's putting me through school. It's helping me get my education. I don't know how we would have made it without it.
I think it allows our young people to see the real value of the coal industry, and they get to see it in action, which to us and our friends at Friends of Coal is such an important thing.
There's still mining going on around this area. If you climb high enough, you can actually see mining around us, and you can see developed gated communities around us. You can see reclamation taking place.
In the first year, while I was out here, I took 2 individuals from Lexington to the hill right behind you here in the camera and showed them left to right. You could actually see almost like a time frame. The left side was active mining. The middle was as they were hydroseeding, starting to reclaim. And in the far right side of the horizon was actually a gated community. And the guy turns to me and says, Dave, that is not what I read in the paper. And I said, exactly. And so that person went back and took a little more information about coal and actually got to see it for himself and figure out for himself and make his own decision on whether or not he supports coal mining, and that's very important.
Coal is extremely important in allowing Kentucky to maintain some of the lowest electricity rates in the country. Also important are the jobs coal creates, such as mining, surveying, engineering, and consulting. What many don't know is how important coal is to organizations like the Boy Scouts. Coal companies, its miners, and civic groups help ensure that the Scouts have one of the most successful events each and every year. The donations from those members make it possible for the Camporee to be a major highlight each year for the Boy Scouts. That support does not go unnoticed.
This is a real collaboration that we have with Friends of Coal and KCA. And it's not, hey, here's a plot of land and go up and have a great time and have at it. It's, hey, we're going to be there. We're going to be on hand. We're going to provide the meals on top of everything else. And we want you to see everything that the kids can possibly see and experience everything they can possibly experience during their time here.
I've always known the importance of coal. It's really great to introduce that to people who really haven't had as much exposure as I have and many other people in the eastern part of the state and the western part of the state.
We'd love to see this thing double each year. Now, I kind of shudder a little bit to think we may have 3,000 campers up here.
But I could maybe see it going to multiple locations in the course of the year. I think it could become a tri-state opportunity potentially. Our sister council, the Lincoln Heritage Council, just down the road on 64. And this is something we certainly want to open up for them in Western Kentucky moving forward.
Many of the visitors of the annual Camporee, from kids to parents, have been exposed to myths about coal mining in Kentucky. But once they enjoy the Camporee weekend, they go home with a changed attitude toward mining. Perhaps they still don't agree with absolutely everything about the coal industry, but they will have a greater understanding of the significance of what coal does for Kentucky.